up, guys? It's Tanner. I am here with one of the hottest future prospects in all of MMA, the next member up in a long history of champions in his family. I'm here with Angelo Pettis, the cousin of Anthony and Sergio Pettis. Angelo, how you doing, my man?
Good, man. Just chilling. Just got finished up with weigh-ins. Ready to go tomorrow night.
So you are fighting tomorrow night in your second amateur fight. We're going to get into that in a minute. The first question that I have for you is, at what point in your life did you kind of realize like what your cousins did for a living?
I'd say about 7 or 8 years old. I started Taekwondo then, and I would always see them fight. Ever since then, I was interested in, always wanted to be a fighter like them.
So what age was it, really around that age then that you kind of made that decision, like, this is what I want to do too?
So around like 10 or 11, I stopped training for a little bit and played football. But around 13 or 14, I went back to Roufusport and started fully training. Ever since then, I've been fighting pancreation. And right when I turned 18, in November, I had my first fight. And yeah.
So I want to talk about that since you mentioned Roufusport. What does it mean to be able to train at a gym like that with a guy like Duke Roufus and everyone else, all the other killers who have come out of that gym, like your cousins included?
Man, I'm blessed. All the fighters we got, great coaches, great sparring partners. I'm always learning something new every day with, coaches like Scott Cushman, Duke Roufus, wrestling coach Mark Chwinski, my cousins, everybody there. It's an amazing environment.
So you are coming into your second amateur fight tomorrow, correct?
Yes, sir.
So talk to me about what you learned from the first one that you went through, and what did you learn from that experience, and how are you going to be moving forward with that?
Honestly, I gained a sense of confidence from that first fight. Coming in, I was very nervous, very anxious to fight, to see what I could do, because I've been fighting pancreation for so long, which was just body shots. But the transition to head strikes, honestly, it's not such a huge difference. So, I really feel like I gained confidence off that first fight.
So talk to me about what the career path is going forward. You say you turn 18 in November. You're still in high school, right? You still got to finish up high school, right?
Yeah, graduate May 27th, actually.
You got the date in the back of your mind?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just trying to get these amateur fights off and hopefully turn pro whenever the chance comes.
So what's the plan moving forward from here? Would you say May 27th?
Yeah.
So when May 27th hits, what's the plan from there?
Honestly, I'm gonna be able to start coming to pro practice, which is usually in the mornings with all the pros that come to our gym, in and out of our gym, whatever it may be. And school's just been kind of interfering with that, so I'll be full-time training come May 27th.
Okay, so we're not going to college or anything. This is what the plan is?
Yeah, honestly, I'm fully dedicated to this, my fight career.
Okay. How do mom and dad feel about that?
My dad's fine with it. My mom's fine with it. Of course, she's really nervous about it, but it's in my blood. So I'm ready for whatever.
So kind of lay out the timeline for me. We're going into your second amateur fight here. How many more amateur fights do you think you'd like to get under your belt before you make that turn?
So to be honest, after this fight, I may have an opportunity in April 16th fighting for NAFC in Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And after that, I would like to have maybe 2 to 3 more fights and turn pro. That's the goal.
Do you think that whenever we talk with prospects, there's kind of 2 routes. There's people who want to go and try and get to the top as fast as possible, or there's people that like to take it slow. Do you see yourself trying to get into something like a UFC, a Bellator, a PFL right away? Or do you want to start kind of on a regional scene, maybe something more like an LFA, something like that, just to kind of get a slow acclimation to the game?
To be honest, I feel like I should take my time with this. I'd love to get a few fights in LFA, Cage Warriors, maybe something overseas. I just want to get as much experience as possible before going into the big leagues like UFC, PFL, or Bellator.
Mm-hmm. So last thing for you, what are you thinking about tomorrow's fight?
Honestly, my opponent missed weight by about 7.5 pounds. And, that was very unprofessional. So, I'm going to show how it is, put a whooping on this boy. I just felt kind of disrespected by that. Very unprofessional, but expect a amazing show.
Is it going to be any sort of extra nerves that you're not fighting in Wisconsin? You're coming down to Illinois to fight it's in Des Plaines, Illinois. Does that kind of add any sort of pressure to you that you got to travel a little bit or no?
The traveling is a little bit of an inconvenience, but to be honest, I'm ready for the hostile environment. Whatever outcome happens, I'm ready for whatever.
You're going to have to get used to traveling for fights anyways, if this is what you want to do. So thank you, Angelo. I appreciate your time, my man. And I can't wait to see you go to work tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview. And yeah, thank you. Truly appreciate it.
All right. Angelo Pettis, everybody.